How we doing? All right, folks, we're doing red flags tonight. I've been told my biggest red flag, and I've been told this by book talk girls, is my dyslexia. But like, fuck the shuck up, it's not that bad. No, the real biggest red flag absolutely would have to be like if the person's favorite book isn't a New York Times bestseller. That is the whore of awards. How did you not get that? Leave. Yeah, I'm, if you couldn't tell by the dyslexia, not much of a book guy. I'm much more of a, like, film fellow. Yeah. I usually watch movies, like, on some extra legal sites, you know what I mean? Oh. What is it? Yeah, and the ads next to them always scare me a little bit. It's always like, single, desperate sluts in your area. And I'm like, why are they calling me out? Those ads are like my bat signal. Let them know I'm active. Anyway, anyone here been catfished before? Oh shit. You're gonna love these jokes, trust me. Well, I actually never have been catfished. I've only been catfished racially. I think it's worse. Yeah, I just found out that bitch, Ariana Grande, isn't even Hispanic. She had us all fooled for years with that, like, last name and borderline hate crime of a spray tan. And I mean, the list of those celebrities just keeps on going, like, on and on. You got, like, Jake Gyllenhaal as the Prince of Egypt. I mean, the first RDJ movie I ever saw was Tropic Thunder. Yeah. The one that, like, hurt the most, I'm still sad about it. It was when I found out my Latino king, the Nacho Libre, wasn't even Mexican. What the fuck? When I told that to my grandma, she almost had a heart attack, I swear to God. Yeah, she really put the panic in Hispanic that night. Yeah. Speaking of grandmas, my grandma is pretty religious, so I always grew up with biblical stories when I was little, and I've come to this conclusion. Hear me out. Jesus was definitely a prick of a friend. Here, listen. Of the 12 apostles, 2 of them were named Simon, and Jesus just went like, nah, bro, you're Peter now. Yeah. What really bothers me about that story is the fact that there were also 2 apostles named Judas. Jeezy Boy didn't give them a cool street name. Come on. I bet when Jesus noticed the fact that there were 2 Judai, he was like, yeah, this is gonna be so funny soon. Yeah, so funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go bench a camel. I gotta be super lean when they, If any of them asked exactly what he means by that, you'd just be like, you'll see. You can't convince me Jesus didn't do frat flicks. Why do you think they nailed him on the... Moving on. Anyway, we got any commuters? Woo! Oh, shit, look at that. You know, the C and B, BIPOC stands for commuter, clearly. Yeah, whenever I tell someone that I'm a commuter, they always look at me like I was raised in a third world country. Ooh. Which is extra fucked up because I was. Yeah, I always get the same reaction. They're always like, oh, you're saving so much on money. And it has the same energy as telling someone who's infertile, oh, you're saving so much on child support. I guess. Yeah. I'm fine with being a commuter. It's a little annoying, but the worst part about my commute has got to be the Fordham prep kids. Agreed. Amen.
Fuck them.
And I gotta say, the one thing Fordham never prepped them on is how to use deodorant. Just imagine like a metal box coming to the station, just smelling like BO and just entitlement. Yeah. I was trying to like think up of like interesting and funny commuter stories I had, but I couldn't think of like anyone funny that I met on the train. And then I realized I'm the weird funny one on the train. Yeah, I'm everyone's subway story, I guess. When I'm boarding Grand Central, I go up to strangers that aren't doing much, and I just pretend I don't know English and I ask for directions. It's like, it's me, down. And as they struggle trying to give me directions, at the end I go like, shit, thanks man, I thought I had to take it. I try to make sure that I'm like safe as I'm being, you know, a commuter, a little dangerous. So I have the Citizen app, which if you don't know, yeah, you guys know. Which if you don't know, it's like an app that reports on crimes in your area. And like, it always just scares me whenever I get onto campus, and every single time it gives me this notification, it just goes, warning, sex offender, 0.5 miles in your area. And like, why is it worded the same way as the slut ad? Hands down, my greatest fear is that one day I'm gonna pull up my phone and I see the 0.5 slowly ticking down. 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, then bang, my professor walks in.